What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gills and Skills. In this video, we are going to tie a loop knot. Now, the reason I use a loop knot is if I'm using a jig head and I want to make it swim like it's realistic. If I'm using an artificial lure, I would also use it if I was going to tip this with a live minnow, or if I was going to use a circle hook or some other style of hook to use live bait on. It just makes it swim more realistic. It gives the lure or the minnow that you're using or live bait that you're using to be able to swim more naturally with less restriction than they would be able to if you used a clinch knot, for example, where you snug the knot down tight on the eye of the hook or the eye of the lure. So I'm going to use this Demon Dragon in my example here. I'm going to use 80-pound braided line just so you can see it better. And this is all you do to tie it. Now, I usually don't use it with braid. I usually use it with monofilament or fluorocarbon. But in this example, I just think it'll be easier to see. So all you do to start this knot is you just make a loop. Go around and through one time. That's all we do, make a loop. Now, once we've made that loop in our line, we're gonna make it about the size of an M&M or a Skittle. And just leave I don't leave a whole lot of tag in. I'd say maybe 3 inches or so, 4 at the most would be plenty. So all you're gonna do is do that. Then you go through the eye of your lure and let it come down against your knot that you started. The next thing that you will do is you will take this tag end and you will go from the back side then through your circle you made. Now once you've done that, that will snug down towards your eyelet and you have a circle there. Next step is you will go under your main line. You don't want to go over it with your tag line. You want to go under it. So go under your main line, and then you will create kind of a triangle and a circle here. All right, so we're going to go through our triangle and back through our circle from the bottom side at the same time here. So go through there, and then pull your tag in through. Then all you do is grab your main line and give it a pull. And when you cinch that down, if it's monofilament or fluorocarbon, that tag end will stick straight out the side like that. It'll stick nice and straight perpendicular to your line. And then once you've done that, trim off your excess, leaving about maybe an 1/8 inch or so there at the most. And then your line is already nice and snug. It's a completed knot. See how you have that nice loop there on the lure? And what that will do is it will allow it to move freely. Unlike a normal knot where it will hold this tight and this cannot swim very lifelike in the water. With this loop knot, see, it can swim as lively as it wants. Same as if it was on a jig head. It lets that bait and that lure or the minnow, whatever you have on there, look a lot more realistic. And especially in high pressure fishing in lakes where there's a lot of pressure or areas where there's a lot of people that fish it hard, it's important that you make your bait look as realistic as possible to entice those fish to bite. And I think this knot is one of the best ones to use for that. Now, I have to give credit, the place I learned this knot was actually on my tarpon fishing trip I went on this past summer. I went out with Falling Tide Charters with Captain Corey, and he taught me this knot. And I really am sold on it. That day I caught 100-pound tarpon. I caught 10 of them that day, actually, over 100 pounds on this very knot. And we were only using 50-pound monofilament line and catching fish over 100 pounds, and we didn't fail a single knot that day. So I was so impressed by it, I asked him if he would teach me, and he did, and I wanted to share it with you. So shout out to Captain Corey, and really appreciate him. And if you guys have any questions on this knot, leave it in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help you any way I can. And good luck out there fishing.